you get into the discussion of the fees. So you tell them, we have now completed working on the goals for today, and I'd like to move on to discussing my fee for coaching. Okay? For the type of goals you have created, I would put you in the dash coaching category. Now on your website, as a coach, you can have gold, silver, platinum, diamond, copper, dust, whatever you'd like to put. Yeah? You have your packages, okay? And then based on the type of coaching, you can always open that page and say, hey, I believe you belong to this category, which means that it'll require this kind of time, effort, investment, whatever. Create a framework, say, I think you belong to the gold category, okay, or diamond category. And my fee is dash. Now, this is one per 4 coaching sessions. My fee is per month this much, or for the package this much. You decide how you want to pitch it. Now, make sure that that fee, and those of you are starting, your objective in the early stages is not to make money. Your objective in the early stages is to be in practice. Everybody say that? Be in practice. It's better to be in practice than to be broke and jobless. Agree? It's better to be in practice than to not have money and not have customers. Then every day, here's what you're doing. You're only staring at the walls in your home, and your only working time is when you are undergoing training or coaching. How many of you know what I'm talking about? Okay. Suddenly you're like, oh, I have a call. Okay? Oh, that call is for you to learn. That's a part of your work as you're building in this journey. But if one is learning, the other is practicing, then comes earning. Got it, everybody? Yeah? So you don't give too much weightage to money in the initial stages. I love what Pooja said on day 1. Every 5 or 10 success stories and case studies, double. Because you are enhancing the value by giving value and becoming more valuable. Yes or no? Okay? So you give your price if you have bonuses. And I'll tell you, if you're starting, what kind of bonuses you can give. What you can say is this. For all my coaching clients through the year, I do a 1-day training or a 1-day retreat or a 2-day program or 2-day workshop. Now, why are you giving that as a bonus? Can you tell me? So you get practice of teaching one to many. So you prepare for the next stage. Is this making sense? So if you're starting 1-to-1, you also want to scale eventually 1-to-many. Yes or no? Now, if you are already experienced, you're providing 1-to-1 coaching, you come up with some kind of bonus. You say, for all my high-value clients, we do a 3-day retreat together. Now, at the end of the year, if you have only 2 people you coached, you do 2-day retreat with them. Call them home. Say, live with the coach. An experience that you will never get. That also people are willing to pay for. I once saw an Indian trainer who said, come celebrate Diwali with me, pay 6 lakh rupees. I'm like, tu hai kaun bhai? People, now that's gimmicky. That's like saying, I am God, come breathe the same air that I'm breathing, or breathe the same air where I'm farting. Okay, you don't have to do that. Okay, don't play God. Okay, but add bonuses, and add bonuses that could be your next step. I'll give you a video course. Say you're a part of SITS community, you're just getting started. Say that all my 1-to-1 coaching clients, 6 months from now, I'm going to launch my video course. You will get it for free. 2 things you're doing. 1, you're enhancing the value of this relationship. 2, you're committing to yourself. 6 months mein hackathon has to be complete. Freedom challenge has to be done. Yes or no? Yeah. Is this making sense, everyone? Yes. Okay? And say, that is my proposed fee. Does this feel right for you? Now I'll tell you. This is called a ALP question. Okay? Again, with great power comes great. There's something called advanced language patterns. It's a linguistic science. It's sort of hypnotizing a person without letting them know you've hypnotized them. Advanced language patterns, ALP. It's a deeper study in NLP itself, advanced language patterns. Now you tell me something, as a person, when someone asks, does this feel right for you? What's the natural response of your brain? Yes. Chances of a person saying no is very less. It's an ALP question. Does this feel right for you? Yeah. And you will notice this, huh? Even if they go, no, they'll go, no. And that no will take a lot of effort to come out. But the body would have started responding. Guys, we are in the business of human psychology. Please know that. Right? Now, of course, if it's out of their reach, not like they will buy bullshit. Please note that. Okay? This enhances your ability to close with ease. This is not a foolproof guarantee saying, 50 lakh rupees, does this feel right for you? The guy's broke. He won't say yes. Right? So, please understand this. Tools work only when there is truth behind them. Otherwise, tools don't work. Does that make sense? Yes. We'll come to that. Okay, don't worry. This is only first slide of discussing the fee. There are 3 because this is where your pain point is. Okay? So, continuing making the offer. If the client is happy with the proposed fee, say, that's great. What we'll do next is we'll fill out the coaching agreement and have an application form or something for them to fill out. If the client says they are not sure, find out what their concerns are. Okay? Ask them, what is stopping you from jumping in and starting? Or what sort of things do you want to think? Sometimes you'll say, let me think about it and get back. How many of you heard that? Yeah? So you tell them, what are the sort of things that you'd like to think about? Okay? And you know what will come? Most cases will come, just think about. Most people have nothing to think about. Okay? It's an escape strategy to not make a decision. Now when someone says, say, I'll think and get back, you say, what are the sort of things that you'd like to do? No, just, I want to take my own time. The response should be absolutely. Never say, no, I'll tell you something. When people take time, no, nothing happens in their time. They don't do anything. Now you're pushing. Never push. Every time they say something, always respond with a happy and high energy. Please write that down. They say, I need to talk to my husband. Okay? Let's just say, or those of you are women, working with women, very common objection. I need to talk to my husband. And you know what happens to most of you? You've heard that and you know, gai to gai. Right? She'll talk means she'll not come back. Correct? So, your body also gives a reaction. Like she goes, I'll talk to my husband and get back, or I'll talk to my family and get back, and go like, oh, okay. By when will you get back? Your body is telling, bitch, you wasted my time. Yeah? That's what's happening in your head. Yeah? Always respond with a happy and high energy. Say, I'll talk to my husband and get back. Say, absolutely, that would be wonderful. Okay? I look forward to hearing from you. Now what happens to them? She's not pushing. Now you say, can I ask you something? What will they respond? Yes. Then you ask commitment question. Are you sure? Yeah. Then you say, while I understand that one has to consult with their family and get back, here's something that I want to share with you from my experience. There have been times when I do a goal creation clarity call, we create a goal which is of great meaning and great value for that individual. When they go back, they understand the value of that goal. Their family doesn't. And sometimes, unfortunately, we live in environments which are no environments, where for anything new, people say no to you. Now, in such a case, what pains me is that many women go back and they hear a no from their family and they don't pursue the goals that are of value to them. While I understand you need to consult your family and take their support in this journey, I want to know from you, do you see value here in investing in this? Yes. And if you get a no, what are you going to be doing to make sure that you're a part of this process? Is this powerful? Yes or no? Okay? Because I'll tell you something. When the decision maker is someone else and the user is someone else, the threat is that the user sees value, the decision maker doesn't see value. You need to prepare them for that situation. Don't just leave them saying, okay, you check in, let me know. Appreciate. It's a reality of their life that they need to go back and ask someone for that money or that support. Okay? But at the same time, give them the strength. Ask them, if the worst happens, first establish, do you see value? Do you see it's worth it? Second, if you hear a no there, how are you going to deal with it and come back to do this? And you'll see resolve. Now, this is one case, okay? And I gave this example because there are quite a few of you who are working with women. I'll give you another case, okay? Let's just say someone says something like, I just need to think about it. Your response, rule number 1, always respond with a happy and high energy. So response will be, great, that would be wonderful. I like clients who put thought in their decisions. Okay, appreciate them. And then they go, then you say, can I? Come on everybody, say that question, can I? Now this is called a permission question. What's it called? They say, yeah. Then you ask the, are you? Which is the commitment question. They're like, yeah, go ahead. Say, I'll be honest with you. And be honest. Many a times, here's what I've seen. As people, we do not like making decisions. I have seen, this is a human pattern. We rather live in status quo and just go with the flow than make a decision. I'll be very upfront. If you have certain questions for you to be clear about this engagement, I am happy to answer them for you right now. But if you genuinely feel that you're taking this time to think because there is a pattern sometimes that you demonstrate in certain areas of your life where you don't make decisions and you procrastinate and delay. And it is that pattern that is playing out right here, right now. Then my only request to you is, let your breakthrough start from today. Please take that decision if you see value in this. This is making sense. Now, here's what you need to understand. How do you come up with this? You know your regular objections that people give you, yes or no? List every objection, practice responding to it with a happy and high energy. Absolutely. Learn how to appreciate that objection. Then you put permission question. Can I ask you something? Then you put commitment question. Are you sure? Then you coach them. That's also coaching, no? Then you teach them something. It's usually decision making or money. Okay, sometimes you'll say, I don't have that much money. I find this expensive. It's out of my budget. Say, thank you so much for sharing that. I'm glad we already have the relationship of truth between us. Most people would have just avoided that. So I appreciate your honesty. You're the kind of people I'd like to work with. Okay? And then, while I understand money is a challenge, can I? Come on everybody, can I? Or it can be, can I share something with you as well? And then they say yes. Then you go, are you? Say, yeah. Now, you ask them, if you had the money, is the value of this goal valuable enough for you to invest it? What do they say? Come on, everybody. What will they say? Yes. And then you say something like, here's the beauty of life or the beauty of growth. You first got to sow then reap the. Many a times in life, we deprive ourselves of doing what is necessary and important because of lack of resources. either lack of time or lack of money. And we say to ourselves, I will do it when I have the money or when I have the time. But what I want you to understand today is this. When we make a decision saying, I will do it when I have the money or time, does anything change today? Come on, everybody. And if nothing changes today, will you be ever able to accumulate that time and money to invest? The rule is this. Growth requires you to go outside your... It requires you to invest courage before you invest money. Are you willing to invest that courage first? Because if you say yes, you'll figure the money